Okay, I'm here. On time, just made it. Yay. Okay, anybody home? Nobody home. Nobody's watching me.
Is it showing a 0 or 1?
0.
What do you know then? That's your answer to do you count yourself? Phyliss.
Ah, Roberta. Hello. And how are you this wonderful evening? Cute photo you sent me. I like it. Quite cute. Okay, we're there. Steffi's over there doing the wash up from supper, dinner, evening meal. What do you call it? Two, that's you and I. Supper, dinner, both. Okay. You have supper at home, you go out to dinner. That's the way I look at it.
You're not still out it,
Their supper is what we call that late night snack before you go to bed.
Only America call it supper.
You know,
Awkward fuckers.
That munchy sandwich, bowl of ice cream, handful of cookies, or whatever you call it, about a half hour or so before going to bed. That's what she calls supper, or apparently that's what they call supper in the UK.
No, that's what they call supper all over the world. Americans are awkward and got to change everything to what it's not.
Okay. Supper comes from the Scandinavian language. Aha! I did not know that.
Yeah, meaning evening late snack before going to bed.
I will have to look that up.
They usually come out banging their pots and pans in their little bed in white and blue, I think it is, little checkered hat thing. And then bang their pot and go, supper time!
4 pages of Alm in the Stockholm phone book. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hermana. Hello, hello. Welcome.
3 pages.
Welcome. Glad you are here. And how have you been this past weekend, Hermana? Fit and wonderful and out dancing and having a fine old time, kicking up your heels, I'm sure. Ah, her connection. She's got one of them dodgy connections. One drop of rain falls down and everything goes to garbage.
What's that, in that New Zealand one of the Australian people?
No.
Oh.
Jen Don, who from Cincinnati or Ohio, somewhere Illinois, Midwest, she has a credit.
Northern internet, like, that's garbage. You want to go to Houston, they got the fucking best in the country.
She has trouble with the connection. Whenever there are storms around, there are some tonight, so she's going to give it a go. She might make it, she might not. I don't know.
Did you hear the history about Houston's internet?
No, I did not hear.
Google got involved and decided to lay the biggest fibre optic you can possibly get. I made the fastest internet and decided to charge normal prices of AT&T, and AT&T didn't like it, and I don't know how they actually managed to make it legal, but they went to court and told Google not to do it anymore, so they didn't.
Huh.
I say in my country, if they told them not to do it, then the judge would say, it's fair game to everyone, get out. And it is fair game to everyone. Google should have carried on.
I know, I know.
They wanted to roll it out all over the country.
It's called monopoly.
Yeah, well,
And
I don't see why if one person gets upset, then they take someone else to court and suddenly they're not allowed to do it.
You made it, Jennifer. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you. Good for you, Hermana. Have fun while you can. Because you're going to be a long time old when you can't move. Have fun now while you can. Good for you. I'm happy.
I say young pup and all that, well, don't mean anything anymore.
No, the older... The...
I say, I'm half your age almost and broken.
Yeah, the more seasoned citizens can do better.
People my generation usually get to our age and then fold up and...
Croak.
Yeah.
It's difficult having to live with someone who's about half my age and is in worse physical shape than I am. I have to be her caretaker. No rest for me at all, ever.
You know, you sat on your ass all day today up until about an hour and a half ago, and you said, oh, and then you said about half hour ago, oh, I better get dressed.
Well, yeah.
Which is more than I done, but it's still lazy.
I cleaned the stovetop.
Yeah.
That's a something.
Yeah.
It was getting a bit iffy. Oh, and tomorrow I've got company coming Tuesday. So I got a spare room I gotta reorganize and re-straighten out.
We gotta put the bed on its side or move it somewhere.
What I'm gonna do when I go to the hardware.
Break a wood on top of the bed.
That's exactly.
Oh, your phone's ringing.
Well, you're gonna have to go answer it. I'm gonna go put the wood on it when I get some wood.
It's turned off. See who it is.
No, it's not any longer than her profile picture. It's just rattier looking.
It starts with 714. I don't know whose code is that, do you know?
I don't know. Hang on.
Find out where 714 code is.
Yeah, you find that out.
Area code. There's a California one.
Yorba Linda. I don't know a single person in Yorba Linda, California. Not at this hour of the night. Anyway, I don't know them. Has such a positive attitude. I think it shows in a youthful face.
Santa. That's what it is, Phyliss.
Okay.
That was a Jeff Dunham joke.
Yes, I know that.
Yay!
There are people who, when I tell them of my age, they have trouble believing it too. So, yeah, I know the feeling. A lot of age is in how you feel and present yourself.
I present myself like a teenager, so I don't care. I think my mum tries to do that as well, and she's in her 70s.
Yeah, oh, she does. Your mom looks good.
She dresses like a slut.
No, not. She dresses very youthful.
70-year-old in a skirt where her
A
ass
mini
almost
skirt.
hangs out. Yeah.
But she can carry it off. Steffi's mom, good looking. And her dad, what an absolute distinguished, handsome gentleman he is. Wow. And you talk with him, his bearing, his demeanor, he would be the archetypical British sergeant major. It's just the way he carries himself. Just beautiful and very intelligent.
I actually laughed what he said when I met the Queen.
But don't say anything bad about the Queen.
No, it's like when I met her.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what I said. My dad told me the second time my plane right insulted her and she walked off. My dad said that when I was younger, I met the Queen. I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I said, "Oh, so you're the Queen?" And she said, "Yes, I am." So if you are really the Queen, then where's your crown? And I don't know what happened after that because my dad never told me. And the second time we met her was at a fire department do, and she was there to open a new building. Well, so what do you think of this? Rubbish. When's the end time? When do we go home? I was about 12 years old then. She walked off. I remember that one. Yeah.
So now you know what I deal with.
If you want, we could sell the Queen to New Zealand.
Oh, yeah, there's an idea. Would you take the Queen, Hermana?
We give you change. Like, we pay you.
Yeah, they'll even pay you guys to take her.
German immigrant.
I try real hard to not get into a political discussion over Her Majesty.
Best place for her is a picture of her on a dartboard.
See what I mean? For me to... I won't disparage Her Royal Highness,
I will.
yet that one will in a microsecond.
She's not bad.
Never turn down a queenly bargain. Ha! Okay.
Have her then. You could become Southern UK like Australia. Like we call Canada Western Australia, Western UK.
Now, if I got my geopolitical knowledge up to snuff, New Zealand is its own country, its own independent self. Is not beholden to anybody. The Queen really has no stay in your affairs. Is that correct? Oh, it's your royal head of state. Okay.
Oh, so you already are Southern UK. Sweet.
Oh, all right. So you're...
What, so
You're-
New Zealand is a part of the British Commonwealth? Phyliss.
That's what I'm getting.
That means I could move there tomorrow if I wanted. You can't, I can.
Goodbye. What's a plane ticket there?
Get lost.
If there's any topic that somebody wants to get up with, different than Her Majesty, jump right out there. Jen, I understand your paperwork is all ready to go and you're looking forward to next year. Good for you, dear. Good for you. I'm very happy for you. All the ducks will be in a row for that day and make it happen, correct? That's what I heard. Good. Letters are in, all the things are put together, And you're just marking time from here on out till it happens. That's a comfortable feeling. Yeah, the hair removal. June 1st of next year, correct? I believe.
What's that for?
Jen Marshall is going to have her surgery next June.
Ah, congrats.
Good for you. Are you going to be doing electrolysis down there? Okay. And you have a good and competent electrolysis tech who is willing to go ahead and do that, I presume, right? Oh, of course. Any good tech will do that. Oh, laser first, then electrolysis, the really great ones. Good for you. I didn't bother with laser for the dark ones because there were no dark ones. Or 3 or 4 dark ones, and it wasn't worth my effort to go for the laser. I went electrolysis the whole way around. I'd be done with it. The laser would have been just a waste of my money.
Elaine? What the fuck are you listening to? Some jungle bunny shit.
Ah, good. So,
okay.
That's a very smart and intelligent move. Somebody who has been there, done that. They know everything there is to know, and you have their recommendation. Go with it. All that electrolysis. Well, for me, once about every other week or so, sometimes only once a month, whatever I could afford. It took me about 2 years, almost 3. And there's still a few left, but it's down to like I shave every 4th day or something, and that's just a few stray ones that hang up down here. No, I mean, it depends on what you want. I could give you the name of a gal up in Wells, Maine.
Oh, she's good.
Who is very good for electrolysis, and if you tell her that Phyliss sent you, you'll be treated like gold, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, she would. If you go there, you'll be doing yourself a favour.
Yeah, I've heard there's others down in Manchester, but I don't know of them that much. So I don't know how willing you are to travel. Not needed. Have a shave the knees. Good for you. Good for you. All that fuzzy stuff is long gone away. Perfect. But the only place I shave, if you would, anymore, when I take my hair off, there's a few stubbies that hang out, so I just gotta make them go away. And that works for me. How is she recovering from her surgery, anyhow? Question. Jennifer, how is she recovering from her surgery? Just a question. I'm sure she followed all the directions and everything according to the rules. Shouldn't be a problem. Good. I'm happy that she is. I know for me, back to walking, it was up 1.5 miles the other day. All right. Perfect for her. For the first week after I got out of the hospital, I just really wanted to sleep a lot. And it was just not pain, but really uncomfortable. And it was just letting everything heal up. But I was able to kind of move, and trust me, get a donut.
That's the one thing I wish I
Ah, her wife supports her. Get yourself a donut. I feel like Phyllis can't read the last message we type. It takes a few second delay, but I get there. Okay. Save the years, back to walking. Sponsored to show up on your screen, yeah. Lucky wife supports her, yes, I agree. 10-second delay, I think. Can't read the last message we type. It takes a couple seconds, but I get it. Get yourself a donut. You could find one at the local good medical supply center, pharmacy, or whatnot else, because that donut will become your best friend forever. Oh, trust me, a donut is a good thing. Like I said, that first week, 10 days, and then we came back home. So we left LA to drive up here. That's about a 4-hour ride. Twice I had to stop and get out of the car and lay down because just the road vibration, very, very, very uncomfortable. Get down to 30 body mass index. All right. And you have the time to do that. You have the time to do it. It could be done. I did. It wasn't that awful long ago, but trust me, donuts are a good thing. 30 minutes away from home. All right. That's good. That way you could, you don't have to drive for 4 hours. £58 in 13 months. You can do that. If you have the ability, go walk with your friend. It'll come off. Or go down to the local gym, Planet Fitness, California Body, whatever, local gym chain. Take a year membership, go there every morning. Back in my day, it was a post-op airplane ride. Oh, that must have been horrible. Yeah, go down to the local chain gym, get a year membership, go there every morning, walk about a mile. Start off with whatever you can walk, however distance you can go in a half hour. Do about a half hour, 45 minutes each day. Church with a walking path close to me and up to 6 miles. Perfect. 6 miles a day. Keep at it. Watch the pasta, sweets, and ice creams and potatoes coming in. If it's white, it ain't right. The bread, the pasta, the potato. Cut back on them. 6 miles a day. You can do it. I don't see a problem with that at all. That little bit of weight over that period of time. Perfect. Once you get that first 14 pounds off, 14, 15 pounds, then you start noticing it. And if you want some real motivation and what it feels like, have you lost that? Just go get 2 5-pound bags of potatoes. Tie one to each side of your hips with a belt, string, or piece of rope, and walk around with that extra 10 pounds studded for a while. Walk around with it for the day. That's an extra 10 pounds. I mean, you used to carry that all day long. And then you'll not think, oh, yeah, this feels good. Yeah. Yeah. Get a sack of potatoes and carry it around with you. Put a bowling ball in your back pocket. That's 16 pounder. You'll know it real quick, like. And just carry it around for the day. And you'll get the message real fast. And that'll steal your motivation real good. I was going to the gym for a while. Everything used to be stiff for lack of doing anything. And on my way home one day, the phone rings in my truck. Honey-do, stop and get blah, 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 whatever. Okay. So I go in the store, I'm looking for, I don't know. It wasn't bread, it was cans of something. I can't remember what it was. But that turned out it was on the bottom shelf. Now that used to be like, oh, great. You know, struggle down and have to struggle back up. I ended up doing a deep knee bend, picked it up and stood up and I did 2 or 3 more right there in the grocery aisle just because I could. Yes! I didn't even realize I was able to do it until I just did that so automatic. And it didn't hurt. Woohoo! Yeah, feels good. Yeah, you get that certain, I can do this. I used to be able to do this. I can do it again. Love it. But I still have a good attitude. I guess that keeps me going forever. I'm not even going to ask where you had to take the plane from, but yeah, it must have been a long ways. Let's see. Let me take a quick look on, let's see, talk list. That's what I want. All right, tan lines. Tan lines. That's a good topic right off quick, like. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good for you, LA. Yeah, the guy that did me is in LA. Alexander Sinclair. He did a good job. No, I'm not going to show you. I do know that I went back home after my surgery for that Christmas before coming out here for permanent, like, permanent makeup. Yeah. I'm not a believer in that. Not so much.
What's that?
Permanent makeup.
That's great when you hit 70.
Yeah. Steffi just mentioned permanent makeup is good. Then you get to be 75, 80. That kind of don't fit.
In the UK, I'm a nurse. And I deal with elderly people. And when you have to clean their, the jugs, and they're down by their stomach, you imagine with your face.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, come on. Just eyebrows, nothing else. Oh, okay, that's an idea.
Oh, Claire has that done.
Yeah, I
It
know.
lasts something like 15 years, and then she got to get topped up.
We know somebody who did that. The eyebrows. Apparently, it's about a 15-year lastings. And I guess it's okay there, just eyebrows. Something of that nature. I just added it to my list. But yeah, if you have the lips and then this and that done, yeah, all right. But with any tattooed type makeup, it fades. But if it's just the eyebrows, yeah, you can shave them, rip them out, do whatever, so they never come back. Then just put on the only drawback to that, if you want a different shape or tint, kind of difficult. For me, I just keep them plucked. I can say more than just eyebrows is not really age appropriate. Exactly. It is probably at the time, but the more you age, the less appropriate. It's a kind of an inverse ratio. As one part gets older, the other part becomes like not so much. Yeah, waxing or plucking for the proper shape. That's really all you need. Tint as required at the salon. I'd get them tinted about once every other month. While I was sitting there waiting with she would do the tinting on my eyebrows and let that sit and take and all that, dye mark and all that, whatever they did to it, while I was getting my pedicure. So it worked pretty good. Could do two things at once that way. And then after everything was done, then would go and wax them to fit, just so, rather than waxing first. Just tint them and then pull out the ones that were not needed for that particular shape and trim them a little bit. Oh, I'm good. As long as we don't end up looking like he's passed, the late Andy Rooney, look like, or who was that Russian leader, Boris somebody or other, Yeltsin, I think it was. Looked like he had two caterpillars. And I suppose that's okay if you're not much caring. I do. What you doing?
Just sorting out. So I've got 3 operating systems on here at the moment.
Oh. She's doing something with her desktop and checking operating system. She's got 3 different ones on one desktop. Okay. Well, I'm glad you made it, Jennifer. Really, I am. Four of us here. 1, 2, 3, and me is 4. Okay.
I think the Windows thing's plugged in. Oh, hard drive.
Yeah, I looked at that photo you had sent me earlier. There, Roberta, for this morning. And nice.
Roberta's nice. You should come over and stay. Keep on hitting.
Yeah. The blue sets off the blonde hair nicely. It look good. Look good. Hermana says, I get the impression sometimes that your own way you carry yourself means more to onlookers than the details of makeup. Exactly. Confidence is the biggest thing. If you have confidence in yourself, you believe in yourself, and you could be dressed in sackcloth and ashes and have just climbed out of a mud pit, but if you stand tall with pride in self, not how you look, but in yourself, that carries off a lot of it right there on the spot without any superficial, decorative clothing and or paint. I have casually dated two head-turning ladies, neither of whom wore makeup. Body language had the guys chasing after. Exactly. Confidence. Late 60s. Did anybody see the movie Fiddler on the Roof? When Tevye is talking about tradition, because that's the way it always is. I change it a little bit. Confidence. That's the big thing. If you have confidence in yourself, in your own abilities, stand firm with your feet flat on the floor. Dee Dee! Welcome, welcome. But if you stand tall with your feet flat on the floor, ready to look anyone square in the eye, then you remember his statement. Tradition, confidence, same deal. It's that simple. Your own self-confidence counts for 90% of everything. How you look is immaterial, but that's all superficial. Yeah, exactly. Your own self-confidence in standing tall. There's the other statement of fake it till you make it, act like you know what you're doing. And the old joke of, or I don't know if it's a joke, but the story of the guy that worked for this particular company, nobody could ever figure out what it was he actually did. He was always off in a hurry doing something, always had a clipboard under his arm and going somewhere in a hurry. He never really had a job. He was on the payroll. Everybody thought he was the greatest thing going because he was always busy, or appeared to be always busy. And he pulled it off for years. Same thing. Confidence. My dad had a great one for saying that the not too smart people won't know the difference, and the smart people will think that's the way it has to be. So he didn't care what he did or how he put something together. It worked, it's functional, and let it go with that. Everybody was happy. No, Freddie does such good work. He just put it together and it works. And that was the way it was. Not too smart people won't know the difference, whether it should be that way or this way. And the smart people will think, okay, you built it this way, therefore it must be that way. No need about being sorry you're running late. There, Dee Dee. Just, you're here. That's all that counts. That's all that counts, that you're here. What's going on? Latest topics. What do we got going here? Afterward, vibe, reaction, office, and me and Ms. Shapley. Ha ha! What do we got here? My phone.
That'd be an eBay thing.
Message from Man Toys. eBay.
That'd be a thing for the quad.
Alright, hang on a minute here. Alright,
Why is it when you're looking for something, it's always the last thing you look for?
yeah.
Yeah, Phyliss. It was though, it was the final CD and 2 friggin' singles.
Aha.
Right at the bottom of the second one.
It's always the last thing you're looking for. Well, if it was the first thing, you wouldn't be looking anymore now, would you?
Yeah, but I looked through that one, Phyliss, and then I looked through this one and it's on the bottom of this one. So it was.
Well, why didn't you look there first?
I don't know, but it worked out it was the last one.
That's a proper good post you put up there, Hermana, and I'm going to read it at my leisure, not now, because it'll take too much away from here. But we're going to read that. Okay. That's called life happening. And I'm good with that. If your life happens, then it happens. We're okay. Update. Only 8 updates to my app store. Yeah. See, this is part of my life. How my life works in the course of a day. I got up this morning. I did some polishing and sanding on a piece of wood I'm getting ready to coat that I need to make as a base for the printer I'm building. So I did that and came in here, sat down and put my feet up and promptly had an in-chair snooze for about 3 hours. Cleaned the stove cooktop, made dinner, supper, and now I'm here. We are all what we are, but life still happens. Some of it is outside the reasons for MWB, and it's all good, yes. Life happens. It what? How can I explain it? Through my prism of observation, using my perceptual acuity. I love that word. How I see things. No matter what you say, think, or do, or how much you try to please somebody else, life will happen. And when life happens, you kind of deal with it because that's how it is. People who make an oversized, dramatic, big deal over something, I just kind of shake my head and walk away. It's not worth it half the time anyway. Really. Oh my God, do you know what they said to me? What? Deal with it and walk away. No big deal sometimes. If nobody has actually physically beat on you, there's no reason to get upset. If they insult you, it'll walk off after a while. And what do you care? They're showing their own style. Besides, what makes us stronger? What's that old thing about if it doesn't kill you, it'll make us stronger if it doesn't kill you? No, it's all good. They have their style, I have mine. Exactly. And if you're not impinging on anyone else's life, there's no reason to get upset or worried or become so much the drama queen. Oh, my oldest daughter. She is the drama queen. Oh my God. I figure the good part now is she's married. Husband can deal with the drama. He can take care of it. When they go over the top about something, I always wonder what their secret inner hang-up really is. Exactly. I remember once, and it was, in retrospect, it was funny. At the time, it was just a roll your eyes, head shake, say nothing, walk away moment. The house I lived in was two-story. Our bedroom was upstairs. And the kids had their own rooms in the basement, downstairs area. And they had their own bathroom, which doubled as a laundry room. I hear this moaning and complaining and cussing and swearing and, oh my God, this and that, like a temper tantrum going on downstairs. What is going on now? I kind of wander downstairs and see what's going on. And I hear from the bathroom, complaining, moaning. What the heck is going on? And I walk in, and there's my oldest daughter staying in here, combing her hair. What's the matter? And she looked at me in deadly, honest, earnest seriousness. Tears in her eyes, blubbery face. My hair won't work. Okay, I thought to myself, and turned and walked away. There's nothing I can do. Anything I say will be wrong. I don't want to know nothing. I didn't see that. I didn't hear that. But for some reason or other that morning, she was having trouble getting into style. Okay. That's when you stop, calm down. Yay! Hi there. That's when you stop and get it. They calm down, start over. But she was getting so wound up. When she blubbered at me, my hair won't work. I just shook my head to myself. Okay, leave. Exit stage right. It just... Good evening, Bruce. And how are you this wonderful, wonderful evening? Glad you could make it. Topic is a little bit of everything, so if you have something you want to interject, go right ahead. We're open for it. Because I'm just kind of rattling my face here. Happy to have you with us. All updated. Yay. Perfect. And where are you from, Bruce? We got people from East, West, way other countries, Middle America. Okay, I think Bruce left. Or are you still here? Let's see. Roberta, Dee Dee, Hermana, Jennifer, myself, that's 5. All right. Perhaps you left. Ah! New Zealand from me, Bruce. Okay, I know. I just looked at the count of people watching, did a quick finger check, and I think you left. Walked in and walked out. It doesn't upset me, but hang around. We're not going to bite your head off. I don't know what to say sometimes. Try real hard, and I can't figure out what goes on. I guess that's the most frustrating part I have, is I'm trying to figure out what it is I can do to popularize this, to make it a little more. I'm coming up with a blank, and I don't get it. Really don't know what to say. But I'm going to keep going for a while. Today is Wednesday. I'll be back up Friday. And let's see here. Friday. Friday, April the what? 28th. Okay. Was he a stray stranger who wandered in for a look-see? Might have been. Why not direct when he pop in? As you Friday will be Saturday for me, yeah. I'll miss Friday going to a baseball game. Okay. That's probably true. Two-way video. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to tell people. You say something, box at the door. You say something, and don't talk at me. But he got it because he wrote in, "Hi there," or "Hi." What baseball game? Major league or local league? Just curious. That you show up as you can is more important to me than being here every night. That's perfectly okay. Again, as we were saying, life happens. You get things to do, places to go. Go. Enjoy it. Leave me to my own devices. I'll be okay. I'll be pining for your company, but that's all right. Go to your baseball game. Ah, college. College ball. That can be just as interesting. The only drawback I find with that, the aluminum bats, you don't hear crack, ding. Did that look like the good Jewish mother give you the guilt trip thing? I love it. Have fun. The advantage to go into a college ball or local AAA ball game, the food prices. The food prices are not horrible like they are at major league parks. $10 for a hot dog. I could do better than that. But it is one. I just noticed we get a whole bunch of. Good God. Oh Lord. I didn't realize there were that many. Aha. Uh, had a girlfriend a long time ago named Alma, and yes, she mattered. Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate all you've done, the help you've given me this evening. It's really enjoyable. I I like this. And at times I wonder, I see fellas. Oh, well, good for you, Jennifer. Good for you. Play by play. That's quite nice of you. I enjoy you. I enjoy the fact that you're being so comfortable like that. Don't bother, Roberta, because I'm closing it off here. My hour is up. All right. When I sit here by myself for the full hour and nobody shows up, it gets long and winded. And I've done that a time or two. But now it's getting to be more enjoyable. But bye-bye, all. I appreciate everything everybody's done to be here. Thank you all very, very much. Bye-bye, and I will see you all Friday.